1 year ago, yesterday, we lost our son, Cruz, due to fentanyl poisoning on a school evening, which he purchased what he thought was a Percocet pill from Snapchat. And that was the evening of a school night. Rhonda had the unfortunate event of going in to wake him up, as her routine is, at 6:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, and found him unresponsive.
Yeah, he was laying in bed, still on his side, had his cell phone up, just watching it. Like he was talking to his friends the night before. He was still in that same position. And I knew something was wrong. He looked really gray, and I walked over to him, and he was unresponsive. And of course, I screamed.
I came to the room immediately as I heard the horrific sound of Rhonda. She said, "Cruz is dead." And, there's a ton of things going through my mind in a split second. But as I was running upstairs to the room, I was calling 911, and there stood my wife and our then 15-year-old daughter, looking at Cruz, crying. It was just a nightmare and a dream to me. I pulled him off the bed and administered CPR to him until the EMS and paramedics came. It was, I don't know if it seemed like a long time or a short time, but hour and a half or so later, they summoned Rhonda and I up and said that we apologize. Your son cannot be resuscitated. And
he was the jokester of the family. Like if someone was in a bad mood, he was the one you needed to be around, because he was always making light of things and trying to make someone laugh, or, just love on them, or be goofy, try to rap some crazy rap to them just to make them laugh. Or he loved God. I had him in church since all my kids, since they were little, and he could quote them Bible verses like no other. And we'd go to church every Sunday and Wednesday, and he was loved by everybody. He was everybody's favorite. Things started to change when he started junior high, and the kids he started hanging around. He was still very active in football in the 7th grade, but when it was about the middle of 7th grade, he just started hanging around these kids, and he started smoking weed, and hiding it behind my back, trying to tell me that I'm crazy, and which I found out. And then I moved to Alney, Texas, and I moved him with me and took him out of that school. And we had been there since March of last year till September when he overdosed. We came in for the weekend to see my grandma, and he begged me, to go stay the night with his friend, his brother, he called him. And I was like, I finally gave in. It was on a Saturday night. I finally gave in, and I went to church the next morning. My 15-year-old went to work at Sonic, and about right before the preaching started in church, I got a call from my 15-year-old, and I messaged him, and I was like, I'm in church, I'll call you back. And he said, you got to answer the phone, Mom. Something's wrong with Kaysen. And so I got up out of the pew and went out, in the foyer, and I called my son back, and he was like, look at your message. I just sent you a picture. And the friends he stayed the night with had posted him on Snapchat of him laying dead in the floor and saying, my friend just passed from a perk. And that's how I found out that Kaysen had died. People should, I don't know, I think the biggest thing is be a parent. Stop being a friend. Educate your children. Take their phones, check their phones, go through their phones. Their phones is a privilege. And you should have the right, if you don't have the lock code, you better get it. Or reset it, and make them give it to you. Go through their phones, check their social media. Be aware of what friends they're hanging around. Be aware of the parents of their friends. Be a parent. Be a parent. Don't take nothing from anybody. Unless you see the pharmacist put it in that bottle, turn that lid, and staple that bag, don't take anything from anybody.
I'm here because about a little over 3 months ago, we lost our son to fentanyl. So we're here to try to help raise awareness of the crisis that's happening around the world, even about fentanyl and the dangers of it.
My son Kevin McConville died from a fentanyl poisoning. I found him on August 3rd, 2022, over 3 months ago.
We were a close family. We did a lot of things together. We tried to go outdoors, especially being new to Texas. We've only been here for about 11 months. We decided to, come down and we wanted to just go out and explore everything together. So we like to anything outdoors. Go to the Lady Bird Lake. Go out on the kayaks. Go hiking. Just discover new things around the city, and try to just grow as a family and start our new life here.
He was just being good, anytime I asked him to do anything, take out the trash, do the dishes, clean your room, clean out the litter box, things like that. He would do it. He never argued.
I mean, he was a good kid. He came home when we asked him to, for his curfew. He'd come home 10 minutes early. He was never late. But he started to really do things that he didn't fight us on things. Like we told him, hey, you need to clean your room. Okay. And can you go pick up the dog, the poop out back? And okay, take the trash out. Yeah, no problem. And he did these things, and it was like we felt that wow, he's changed. He's becoming mature. He's becoming a man. This is awesome. And for us, it was life changing. We thought this is great. Something broke through to him, and he's finally getting it. And he told us that he was having some trouble sleeping. And so we got him just some over-the-counter sleep aid and melatonin, those kind of things to help him at night. So we didn't really think that there was any issues. And then we had the unfortunate accident where we found him dead. It was way too late. We really don't know when he took the fatal dose of fentanyl. It could have been the night previous. From then, we don't know because she found him and called me. I was on my way home and arrived at that. I checked on him, and sure enough, he was gone. He was too far gone.
The EMTs came in and they went upstairs and they came out right away saying he was gone. So at that point, it became a death investigation.
As they were doing their investigation and looking through the room for signs of what might have happened, they did indicate to us that they found a pill in a little Altoids mint tin can, a little blue pill that had the M30 logo stamped on it. And they said that they're not sure what that is, but it's consistent with what they've been seeing with fentanyl.
Yeah, when they found the Altoids tin with the blue M30 marked pill, it looked exactly like what you would find on a Percocet. And from what I've been told is these people that are manufacturing these drugs, they make them purposefully look exactly like those. And if not even better. So you would assume that that pill was from a pharmacy and taken out of someone's medicine cabinet.
Maybe 2 weeks after we started talking around to some of the people he was hanging around with, trying to get answers, trying to just figure out what was going on. And one of his so-called friends confided in us that Kevin mentioned to him that he was having trouble sleeping and that he was going to, he got some Xanax and some Percocets, and he was going to, take some of those to help him sleep.
I just don't I don't want any other parent to have to go through this. I don't want someone else to find their child like I did. And to make sure that my daughter has everything that she possibly needs to grow up without worrying about her mom and dad constantly crying. I need her to know that we love her very much, and we're still going to be a family no matter what.